In today's video, we're going to take a look at 5 Oldsmobile classics likely to get your kid through college and 5 that even junkyard dealers may turn their noses up at. The first car on the list is the iconic 1947 Oldsmobile 98. It is dubbed as the finest classic cruiser of all time, so you will have to shell out a fortune today to own this piece of history. The full-size 98 debuted in 1941, with 1947 models being the last year of these pre-World War II era vehicles. These top-of-the-line 98s were armed with stout 4.2-liter Olds inline 8s hammering out modest 110 horses, but the real deal is the rarity and classic pre-war design of these Oldsmobile classics. The convertible Olds 98 can fetch 6 figures easily nowadays, like this one for $225,000 at Hemmings. The 1964 Oldsmobile Jet Star 1. The Jet Star 1 was a low-priced version of its luxurious sibling, the Starfire. It carried the Starfire's robust 6.5-liter V8 engine under its hood, cranking out a massive 345 horses. However, other amenities like power steering, brakes, and windows, as well as leather upholstery, and most importantly, the hydromatic transmission were kept optional to lower the sticker price. For this reason, the value of this Oldsmobile classic never increased over years, and you can grab an excellent condition 1964 Jet Star 1 for about $20,000 these days. 1953 Oldsmobile Fiesta. These are some of the most sought-after Oldsmobile classics at the collector's mart for now. These Olds have a lot of significance as they belong to the new and hopeful post-World War II era of automobile history, and carried muscle as well. They command plenty of moolah, with mint condition models now going up to $300,000. The 1953 top-of-the-line convertible Fiesta was packed with a heavy-duty 5-liter rocket V8, putting out 170 horses. The transmission duties were managed by GM's newly introduced hydromatic automatic transmission for fresh power. 1965 Oldsmobile Starfire. Like the aforementioned Jet Star 1, its upmarket sibling the Starfire is also a great bargain these days. You get an upscale convertible trim, armed with Oldsmobile's at the time brand new 7-liter V8 engine mated to a turbo hydromatic 3-speed automatic transmission for under $20,000 today. These V8 mills could pump out no less than 370 horses and were the biggest engines Oldsmobile got at the time. Although it was offered for just 3 short years, a little over 15,000 Starfires were made for the model year 1965, and there are a few survivors, but even fewer takers. 1957 Oldsmobile Super 88. The 57 Super 88 came with a spiced-up tri-power package called J2. With this, you got a triad of 2-barrel carburetors, higher compression, and a low-restriction air cleaner for a superlative performance. All in all, this was one superior Oldsmobile classic. This boosted the stock 6.1-liter rocket V8 to jet out 300 horses. Enormous power for 1957. The Super 88 performed a 0 to 60 sprint in less than 8 seconds. Commendable for the 50s, which is why this Detroit masterpiece commands 6 figures in the classic car market today. 1966 Oldsmobile Delta 88. Crowned as the halcyon days, the 50s and 60s sold plenty of Oldsmobile 88 examples. The jaunty Delta 88 used a 7-liter Super Rocket V8 to make 300 horses in the base trim, although the higher versions could pump out up to 370 ponies. These Oldsmobile classics had beautiful lines and the most powerful engine on the platter. While these beauties stand the test of time, there are plenty of them around to lower prices. They fetch roughly $20,000 in the classic car marketplace at present. 1970 Oldsmobile 442W30. Oldsmobile took the muscle car world by storm by unfolding the sensational 442 in 1964. It became Oldsmobile's ace in the hole, and then the 1970 W30 bundle only added more muscle to the already potent 442. The W30 suite's key ingredients were a hotter camshaft and an aluminum intake manifold that bolstered the output of the 455-powered 442 to 370 horses. Popular as the best 442 of all time, the W30 Oldsmobile classics remain on top of the competition. Even today, they command 6 figures in the classic car market. 1976 Oldsmobile Toronado. The first Oldsmobile Toronado made its appearance in 1966 as a front-wheel drive luxury coupe wearing iconic hidden headlamps. However, the second-generation 1971 to 1978 model year Oldsmobile Toronado was a heavily brushed-up version of its previous generation, and the hidden headlights were gone. Powering these Oldsmobile classics was a 7.5-liter rocket V8, thrashing out 350 horses, but for 1976, which was incidentally the last year for the 455 engine, it coughed up only 215 horses because of Malaise-era emission restrictions. You can grab them for less than $10,000 today. 1969 Oldsmobile Hurst Olds. An excellent condition 1960s Oldsmobile Hurst will set you back by about $100,000. Considering it came tuned by noted transmission and shifter guru George Hurst, it's not surprising to see the six-figure pricing. Branded as a 442 on roids, it debuted in 1968, equipped with a 7.5-liter rocket V8 jetting out a whopping 380 horses, clocking a 5-second 0 to 60 mile/hour time. The monster V8 was married to GM's turbo-hydromatic 400 automatic, tied to a Hurst dual-gate shifter. All of these Oldsmobile classics came dressed in brilliant white with gold accent stripes, making them look as exquisite as they drove. (1961) Oldsmobile F85. Making its debut in 1961, the Oldsmobile F85 was a compact, affordable offering, but breathing V8 power, like most Oldsmobile classics. Under the hood lay a 3.5-liter rocket V8, coughing out just 157 horses and 210 pound-feet of torque. At the time, they were one of the lowest-priced Oldsmobile cars and sold in good numbers until 1972, when the F85 nameplate was removed from the lineup. Not many F85 were made, so they should sell for a higher price, but are a great bargain instead. There's one up for grabs at Hemmings, and it's a steal. Big thanks for tuning in until the end. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Until next time.